Good evening, everybody. I'm going to be talking just a little bit of my personal background and where I came from, as well as my degree and what I'm going for. And then I'm also going to talk about where I want to do after I graduate. So, a little bit of personal background. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. Um, I was raised in church. My parents were not pastors, they're not anything. They were just saints in the church. My dad's actually just the service coordinator who just pretty much makes sure that everything runs smoothly. So I'm not like a PK or anything like that, but I was raised in church. I grew up, um, and I was literally dragged to church till I was about made up in my mind about 12 years old when I finally decided that I was gonna live for God for myself and not just because my parents were dragging me to church. I got the Holy Ghost at, I believe, 13 years old. Um, and I was also baptized that same day. I became the youth drummer at 13 years old. And have drummed for my home church since then, and I'm still currently, whenever I'm home, as the main drummer back home in West Palm. I have a brother and sister. They are both older than me, and that's just a little bit about my personal background. My degree program, I'm in human services major with a concentration in youth ministries. So basically, I want to be a counselor for a high school um, because I really feel called to the high school ministry. And I want to be a light to these high schoolers that are dealing with lots of problems and be able to help them through things that I struggled with and use my knowledge of and wisdom that I've gone through and help them so they don't make the same mistakes that I've made. I also really want to be a youth pastor. I'm not sure where, but I just really feel called to be a youth pastor, and that's why I chose the human services major as opposed to Christian ministries, because there was a concentration with youth ministry, and since I also want to be a counselor, it'll all go hand in hand because, I mean, being a pastor, you still have to counsel people, so it all definitely still goes hand in hand. But that's just a little bit about me, and I appreciate it.